Who was the first president of the United States? B. George Washington. Which event marked the beginning of the American Revolutionary War? C. Battle of Lexington and Concord. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? A. Thomas Jefferson. Which president is known for the Emancipation Proclamation? C. Abraham Lincoln. Which state was the first to ratify the United States Constitution? C. Delaware. Who was the president during the Great Depression and World War II? C. Franklin D. Roosevelt. What is the significance of the Louisiana Purchase? A. It doubled the size of the United States. Which president is associated with the Watergate scandal? C. Richard Nixon. Who led the civil rights movement and delivered the I Have a Dream speech? A. Martin Luther King, Jr. What was the name of the first successful English colony in America? A. Jamestown. Who was the first president of the United States? A. George Washington. Which war was fought between the northern and southern states of the USA from 1861 to 1865? B. Civil War. Which document established the fundamental laws and principles of the USA? C. Constitution. Who is known as the father of the Constitution? C. James Madison. Which event led to the USA entering World War II? A. Attack on Pearl Harbor. Who was the leader of the civil rights movement in the 1950s and 1960s? A. Martin Luther King, Jr. Which U.S. president is known for his Great Society programs? B. Lyndon B. Johnson. When did women in the USA finally gain the right to vote? B. 1920. Which U.S. president signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964 into law? B. Lyndon B. Johnson. Which U.S. president was in office during the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001? B. George W. Bush. Who was the first president of the United States? A. George Washington. When did the United States declare independence from Great Britain? A. 1776. Which war did the United States fight in the early 1860s? A. Civil War. Who was the President of the United States during the Great Depression? A. Franklin D. Roosevelt. In which year did Hawaii become a state? A. 1959. Which event led to the United States entering World War II? A. Attack on Pearl Harbor. Who was the first female Supreme Court justice in the United States? A. Sandra Day O'Connor. Which president signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964 into law? A. Lyndon B. Johnson. What was the result of the Spanish-American War? A. United States gained territories including Cuba and the Philippines. Who was the President of the United States during the Cuban Missile Crisis? A. John F. Kennedy.